All right, hi 7th graders. I'm here in my basement and I'm going to do an e-learning lesson for you on your C minor scale. The good thing about these e-learning lessons is we've kind of gotten away from our scales, and that's because when we're together with everyone, we want to try and maximize getting to play with all those people. That's the cool thing about being in band, making music with other people, hearing all the different sounds of the brass, the woodwinds, the percussion, putting it all together, making this huge thing that normally the individual part by itself sounds kind of different, and then you put it all together and it makes this really complex thing. That's super cool. But in your own practice room, that's when you get to get all the skills you need to do all that stuff and make all that stuff happen. So the C minor scale is what we're going to work on next, okay? So I'm going to play the first 4 notes for you on my soprano saxophone. Isn't this thing kind of cute? It looks like a little toy, but this is actually a real instrument. It's just a miniature version of the altos we have in class. Okay, so here are the first 4 notes of the C minor scale. All right, so what you got to do first is you got to look at your key signature. It's the same key signature as the E flat major, and I think that's like the easiest scale to play. So I'm going to play that for you again and see if when you play it right after me, let's see if it sounds and you're making the exact same notes come out. Now you play it. Did you make the exact same notes come out? If not, get out your fingering chart, this little guy right here, and make sure that you are pressing down the right buttons, all right? Now I'm gonna play all the way up the scale. I like these minor scales, they kind of sound like scary and spooky. All right, so that's what it should sound like going all the way up. After you play all the way up and you get it perfect, the going down is the exact same thing. It's just in reverse. I think a lot of times we think going up and coming down are 2 separate things. It's all the same thing. So it really helps your brain to realize as you go up, when you reach the top, just tell your brain, go in reverse. Just tell your brain, I'm going to play the exact same thing going down. And for some reason, psychologically, that just really helps out. I know it helps me out when I'm practicing. That way I'm not thinking of going up as one thing and going down as a separate thing. It's the same thing. It's just like hitting the rewind button. So going up and down, it sounds like this. All right, now the arpeggio. We all know about the arpeggios. The arpeggios, you skip a note, but then when you get between note 3 and 4, there's a big leap. So if you're a brass player, that's when you got to work the hardest. Woodwinds, they just press down the button and the note comes out. That's one of the great things about being a woodwind player. You press down the note comes out. You press on the buttons, the note comes out. On a brass, you got to use your air. On flutes, you have to use your air as well. Okay? So as I go on this arpeggio, sorry. All right, if I'm a brass player, between that 3rd and 4th note, I have to really change my air. Ba ba ba. Otherwise, it'll sound like that if I don't change my air. Da 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 da. All right, so it should sound like this. If it doesn't sound like that, what are you doing wrong? Are you not skipping over that 3rd note to make that big leap between notes 3 and 4? Up and down should sound like this. All right, so then you put them together and you practice them. You will have an assignment where you have to record yourself playing that scale, and I'll check you off just like we would if we're at school, like if you came into my office, Woodwinds, and you played for me. We're gonna do the exact same thing, but you're gonna have to record it this time. So go home, well, you're already home, I guess. Practice it in your home over and over and over and over again until you get it absolutely perfect. That will help you guys make it so that your fingers just memorize it and you'll be great and you'll be able to do it wonderful for me. All right. I hope you guys stay safe over this e-learning break. I hope that you guys stay healthy, and I really look forward to seeing you guys when you come back. One of the reasons I got into teaching is because you guys, you're awesome. I love interacting with band students. I think they're the best students in the band in the entire school. And when I don't get to see you, it it sucks. So I really hope that I get to see you guys again. I really look forward to seeing you guys again in a month. All right?